Welcome to the Bold Encourager. I'm Rebecca. Today is Motivation Monday, and I'm going to explain how to get unstuck from a rut. So please stay tuned. So it's hard to see, but we came here last night. It was probably really dark. It was actually really dark, and it was about maybe 10 o'clock at night or something like that. But we tried to come down, me and my husband tried to come down this road with our Jeep. It's not even four-wheel drive. And we got stuck right here. And it was just really rocky, and the traction wasn't great. So then we aired down, and it didn't get any better. It was just really rough terrain, and the traction was there, but the the torque wasn't there. So we were stuck in a rut. And I was thinking about this. How many of you feel like you've been stuck in a rut? And I know in this season, we all kind of feel that way because our routine has changed, but it's the same now every day. With all the things that are going on in the world, we feel stuck. And I can tell you from experience, I felt really stuck and I was feeling down. And what do you feel like when you're stuck in a rut? You're like, if someone asked how you're doing and you're like, me, that's when you're stuck in a rut. And I want to talk to you about how to get unstuck. It's a tough process. So like I was saying, we were stuck in a rut, and the way we got out of the rut was this way. My husband and I both switched back and forth between trying to get momentum and backing up, and then one of us was pushing. We tried that a few times, and then finally we got out of it, so that we had to use momentum, and we had to be pushing, and we had to go full force to get it out of the rut. And what that visual is, and I'm going to explain this to you, is that it takes work to get out of a rut. And I know you don't want to hear this. It takes time and patience to get out of a rut, but it's definitely possible. So what you need to know is you need to change your direction. I know in your job, your relationships, life, there's a lot going on, and you may feel like you're stuck in a rut in all of these areas. I don't know. But I will tell you that in all these areas, there's a way to do it. Now, I'm not talking about ending your relationships, changing your jobs, or any of that stuff. Sometimes that's not the answer. It may be in your case, I don't know. You know in your heart what's right for you. But you can change the way you do things in these areas to get unstuck. And changing your direction means breaking your routine. I know we are creatures of habit, and we do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. And we know that's called insanity. So that cannot be the way we do things. We have to change the way we do things. So if you're doing something and you keep doing it, change it. Like I learned that I'm a pushover sometimes in some areas of my life. So I had to be kind and firm in those areas, like in my job, in relationships, in every aspect of my life, because I was finding that I was feeling stuck in those areas because I was letting people do whatever they wanted. So to get unstuck, you have to change your behavior. And it's not easy. It takes work. Like I said, it took a while to get us out of there. It took patience, it took time, and it took determination. That's how you get unstuck. And another way is be spontaneous. We came out here spontaneously, and that you can be spontaneous in the way you do things in life. So if you don't like to hear the patience thing, I know spontaneous sounds more intriguing, right? We tend to do the same thing over and over again in our routines, and then we don't do anything out of routine, and that's being spontaneous. Spontaneous will make your life a lot more fun and not so boring. And I love adventure, so when I'm being spontaneous and I'm not planning things, I have the most fun. And I know you will have a lot more fun if you're being spontaneous. So change your direction, be more spontaneous, and you're more likely to see the results that you want if you want to get unstuck. And now let me explain another thing. If we kept going down this road to the mine, we would have ended up in a dead end. So if you stay stuck in a rut, going to the same direction that you're going towards, you will end up in a dead end. Do you want that? I don't think so. So you want to get unstuck and change your direction so that you don't end up in a dead end. And that's the last place we all want to be in this season. So I highly recommend that you change your direction, but I'm going to show you where we would have ended up. And as we go further down, it gets more incredibly hard to go down this path. Sometimes we make things more hard for ourselves when we keep going in the same direction. And so let's work on getting unstuck together. I've myself have made these decisions. Like I said, I don't judge. I make the same choices, and I've done the same things, and I totally understand where you're at, my friend. I understand. I completely understand. That's why I don't judge, because I know what it's like in all these scenarios that I talk to you about, what it's like to feel lost, you know. And when you're stuck in a rut, you feel lost, you feel like there's nothing you can do, but you can. And it does take work, but we have to do the work to make it happen. And that's why I do this encouragement, because I myself want to encourage people to get unstuck, get out of their bad situations, and love their lives again. It's okay to be happy and joyful, no matter who you are. And things will not be easy. We know this, but we have to find ways to enjoy our lives even when it's not easy. And so that's why I like coming out here. There's a lot of learning experiences, even with doing off-road and camping and overlanding and all of that stuff. You learn life lessons in these scenarios. Like, I'm a visual person, so, and I know most people are, so I felt like that was a great example of how to get unstuck and how you can apply it to your real lives. As you can see, it's getting even worse. If we would have kept going down this direction, we probably definitely would have gotten really stuck. See, that is the dead end we would have ended up in. Nowhere to go. And then if you look up, do you see how rocky and how more stuck we would have got if we would continue down this path? Insane, right? I hope this visual shows you that you can't keep going in the same direction. You gotta change directions to get unstuck. You gotta change something. I know change is uncomfortable, but it's essential to bettering your life. We make choices that put us in those places where we get stuck. And I've done those choices too, so I know from experiences. So to get unstuck, just remember what you got to do. Change your direction. Put in the work. Be patient. Push with momentum. Be driven. Keep going. And also be spontaneous and do something that you've never done before. And you will be excited about your life. I promise you. So I hope you enjoyed this Motivation Monday, and I hope that it encouraged you. If you like this Motivation Monday, please hit that like button and comment if there's anything you'd like to comment on, whether it be positive or negative. I love to read your feedback. And also, every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will post a new Motivation Monday. So please stay tuned for those and hit that notification bell if you want to be reminded of every time I post a new YouTube video. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, please follow me at The Bold Encourager on both Facebook and Instagram. I'll put the links down below just to make it a little easier. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it allows for me to get these positive, encouraging motivation messages out to everyone. Well, I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope you stay encouraged.